you all a good night. If you celebrate, that's great. Hi. Hello and welcome on into another episode of the Digital Quill Podcast with your host, Mars Wilson. Sorry for the theatrics. I try to do things differently as often as I can, even though some people might say, stick to one thing. No. Nah. Before we get into today's episode, I actually would like to know, how are you doing today? I know the holidays and this time of year can be a little difficult for everyone, so I kind of wanted to do a solo episode and I guess just hang out a little bit. It's been a while since it's just been me and you and I and us in this digital quill space. Tell me how you are. What's going on? What did you ask for Santa this year? I'll wait. Nothing? You don't believe in Santa Claus? That's fine. It's fine. I will believe in the miracle of magic for the both of us. Enough. And I'll believe enough for the both of us that life can get better. Sometimes it takes choice. Sometimes it takes action. Sometimes it takes winning the goddamn lottery. I didn't have a script prepared. I just, yeah. Back in the day, when you were young, what was your favorite part about Christmas morning? And I don't mean waking up and seeing all the presents under the tree. Like, actually look back and reflect. What was it about the food or the traditions or the family or the friends or what memory do you remember the most? What memory keeps you warm at night on the cold, cold Decembers? I can tell you my own personal stories. And yes, it is about gifts, but it's not about the gift themselves. It's about what the gifts represented. So first and foremost, one of the Christmases when my dad was still alive, I had asked for drums. And I didn't get drums. I got a Crystal Star Esteban guitar. Only like 500 or so, or 5,000, 5 million, I don't know. Only so many of them were made. And it was this electric acoustic guitar. Mostly acoustic. You could hook up electric components to it. I don't know. I'm not a musician. That's your department. And I wasn't upset. I was like, ooh, shiny. But in my stocking, there was this little tiny toy drum kit. And since I've been practicing the drums a lot lately, I've been remembering that Christmas. And I remember how often I would play with that thing. Drums are like a sore spot for me. We had the garage. We had the dinero. We had a lot of it when I was growing up, asking to get into drums as a music gift. And nada. I got a guitar. And yeah, I did try guitar lessons. Just wasn't into it. It's not guitar I want to learn how to play. I want to drum. I want to drum. Little drummer boy. Sorry. My Santa Claus hat decided to give a kiss to the microphone. this episode's not going to be that special. It's just going to be casual conversations. And as a matter of fact, I'm not even sure we're going to make it to a 15-minute marker. Why? Doing something different. I told myself a couple of days ago that I wanted to get a couple more episodes in before the end of the year because this is a bit of an homage to when I first started this back in March of this year. Hello, welcome to the Digital Quill podcast with your host, Mars Wilson. This is episode 98. Yeah, 98 episodes. We are 98 episodes into this bullshit. I'm elated, disappointed, and scared, and intrigued. In just 1 year, I've had conversations with people I probably never would have conversed with. I've had conversations with strangers that I never would have conversed with. I'm going to have more conversations with people, and it's, speaking entirely for myself, weird as hell. We live in a digital age, and while it also has, words, Mars, English words. We live in the digital age, and while there are a lot of problems with it, there's also a lot of good that comes with the digital age. For instance, we can talk to friends instantaneously 5 states away, 400 million miles away, in different countries, in different time zones. Once upon a time, we had to call collect. I never had to do that, but some of you might remember those days. I'm sorry. Sorry for bringing up the pain. I remember when I saw the last phone, like payphone, disappear, and do you have payphones near you? Do they still exist? Do phone booths still exist? Do phone booths? Booth? That's a weird word. Do phone boxes still exist? Speaking of phone boxes, I recently started Sherlock, the TV show from 2010. The Benedict Cumberbatch and the what is his name? Who plays Watson? I don't remember. But I never saw it. I had always meant to back then. I just didn't. And I've been tired of rewatching some of the shows that I've been rewatching, and kind of tired of the new storylines and stuff. So I was like, let's find something older to watch. And I put that on. And first episode had me hooked. Sherlock is a funny dude. Not a funny dude, but like an interesting dude. And there are some lines in there he has said that I want on a t-shirt. One of the lines he said in the first episode was, someone was like, yeah, because you're a psychopath. And he's like, no, I'm a sociopath. It's high functioning. Get it right. And I'm like, word. Because I feel like, man, I don't have a lot of room to speak on this because I haven't done any like deep diving research into it yet. But you know how it is. Apparently, when I was in high school, we were doing a study on sociopaths and like the different genes and traits that go into that. And apparently 75% of the human population, that's 75% of like 6 billion people at the time. Maybe it was less than because it was probably only a national thing. I don't know. But 75% of a population displays traits of sociopathic tendencies. And when people are like, oh my god, sociopath, that's a negative thing. I mean, sociopath, people associate empath being a negative thing. Socio, when you take that word into account, and actually, let's do a little research. Just a little tiny bit of research. Hold on. Put that up here real quick. I'm going to sneeze. Bless me. Silence, I know, I'm sorry. Here. Let me, what the fuck just happened? Excuse me. Google Chrome? Bastard. To listen to me whine about anything and nothing all of the time. Yo, why aren't you opening? Oh, that's why. Because my orientation for everything is fucked. Socio, which is the first part of sociopath. Relating to society and. Relating to sociology and. Now, if we take the next part and really interesting. I can't type from this far away. Socio. Nope. Thank God for autocorrect. Nope. Okay. Yeah, here we go. There we go. That's better. And then path. So yeah, socio and then sociopath. Yeah. Path is also a Latin word, if I'm not mistaken. Not stocks. Whatever. I did not prepare for today's conversations on any level. So, I mean, hi. But there's always a negative connotation to everything. And sometimes, growing up in therapy before high school, way before high school, I mean, I was in therapy during high school too, but growing up in therapy, we covered those terms a few different times, sociopath, psychopath, because certain somebody close to me might have teetered the lines of those things, and by close to me, I mean blood related, and that's about it. So when I get to high school and we're on the topic of sociopaths, and I'm like, oh no, I start sweating, because I'm like, this is triggering, you know? It's not a comfortable topic for myself at the time. And we get to the part of the assignment where we're learning, and we find out that 75% of the human population may not actually be a sociopath, but displays sociopathic tendencies. I was like, now hold on. I started reflecting over myself, my friends, my family, people I knew, people I didn't know, and I started paying attention to patterns and signs, and I'm like, no, wait a minute. Might be onto something here. And all of the negative connotation, the emotion, was taken out of that, and I'm like, okay, so it's just basically logic at this point. How do people interact with other people in the world? Is it going to be copacetic, or is it going to be toxic? The goal here is to not be toxic. It's not always a perfect science. It can be. It should be. We should have it down to a pat because we have technology at our fingertips and we know better at some point. But at the same time, I am fully on the board of none of us were taught how to regulate our emotions or our thoughts or our actions. None of us were taught really to have conversations. I mean, think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Ugh. I'm bored with this. A couple of the things I'm going to do, one of the things I want to do is I want to figure out how to take clips from other episodes, primarily with the guests I've had on, and kind of do like a end of the year thank you for being on the show kind of thing. Maybe I'll do that around the 1 year anniversary of the podcast. Maybe. Doing all of this kind of solo in a way has been enlightening. I've learned things. I haven't learned things. I've experienced things, and I haven't experienced things. And yeah, yep. This is so much better than just talking to myself with nowhere to go. I mean, technically I'm still talking to myself at the moment, but at the same time, maybe someone out there somewhere will hear me and will relate because they also have conversations with themselves. And maybe that person will create a podcast. And maybe we can co-podcast. And maybe they feel seen because they are currently being stared at by myself. And I will be hearing about new projects in the future from you. All of that is a hint. Create stuff. Do it. Even if you think it's trash, do it. Look at this. This episode is garbage. Garbage. I've had far better episodes. I've had better episodes with better lighting. I've had better episodes with better entrances. I've had better episodes with better people to talk to. So yeah. Do it anyway. Do things that you want to do, especially if they don't harm people. I hardly think having conversations can be harmful. Can it be emotionally triggering? Yes. Is it going to kill you? No. Though that is not a perfect science either. Heart attacks are a thing, and stress caused by heart attacks are a thing. I need to research. And I'm bored. So bored. I have so many other things to do today, including getting out of the bloody Christmas Valentine sock and dress combo. It was a gift. I wanted to wear it because I'm like, well, I wanted to wear it for the TikTok video I created today. And then I was like, I think I'll just wear it for the podcast rather than changing my outfit for the 17th time today. I should probably put on what I'm wearing to the Christmas Eve party tonight, but that's so far away. And I have to consume snack because I must eat my emotions. No, I don't need to eat my emotions, but I'm going to. Why? Because I gave myself a free pass to do that. Should I? Oh. But I am in control. More or less. Maybe it's nap time too. I did get up at like 3 a.m. And I do take the Decembers to rest. See? I'm talking out loud to myself in front of a camera. I hate this. I hate this so much. I don't actually hate it. It's more or less therapeutic, cathartic, relaxing, weird. And I am nothing if not weird. Do not let me make this show entirely about me. In 2026, I want more guest episodes than solo episodes, and that is going to take me reaching out to people times 100, like I didn't do this year. I might have reached out to people about ×5. We're going to do it a little more aggressively. But if I have no way to contact you and you want to share your story or your project because you're a musician or artist or other podcaster or mental health specialist or doctor or wellness coach or anything, financial experience, I don't know, share it. Use my platform and share your story. You want to share your story right here. I'm looking at myself when I should be staring at you. I have a video to edit, this one, and yeah, the stress is itchy. It's time to go. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, week, month, year, if we don't see each other again, but we will. And, yeah, drop your stories in the comments or email me at dearmars2023@gmail.com. I will be responding to most emails after the first of the year because the last 2.5 weeks of the year for most people, or just people in general, are hectic. Praying we get through this. All right. As always, humans of Earth, thank you for joining me on today's episode of the Digital Quill Podcast. Remember to breathe, drink water, and I will see you next time. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. Okay? Don't stop. And, bye.